pressure? And
Matt, on Monday, well, let me back up. On Sunday, we tried so desperately to get that game in against Alabama on Sunday. We waited for 4 hours. It's a long rain delay. We got an extension from the SEC. We're supposed to start the game by 4. They told us, you can have an extension, but it can't be something unreasonable. You can't wait till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. That would be unfair to Alabama. Alabama had been sitting in the dugout since 11 o'clock in the morning. You can't make them sit there for 7 or 8 hours and then play a game. So finally, when the game was called off, I was pretty distraught because, I saw Ole Miss won a game in the bottom of the last inning. I saw Mississippi State won a game in the bottom of the last inning. And here's 2 teams ahead of us in the standings that we'd beaten 5 out of 6 times. And I'm thinking, are we going to lose out on winning a championship because of a rain out? And, you just don't think that's the way it should be. So late at night on Sunday, after I had gotten home, my son Tommy and I sat down and kind of figured out all the scenarios, which I'm sure all of you have done. I think I read on Ross's blog that he had it all analyzed.
I'm sure
so,
it's wrong. I'm sure it's wrong.
It was a little bit wrong, but at least you're consistent. No, actually, it was very accurate. I think it was exactly right. So let's give credit where it belongs. Okay.
Cut me down.
So we Tommy and I, mapped it all out, and we had it figured out. And because the only reason I figured it out was I wanted to know how much that rainout would hurt us. I just needed to know that for myself emotionally. And we figured out that really the only thing that it hurt was our relationship with Alabama in the standings. If we were to win 2 out of 3 games and Alabama were to sweep their series, for example, this is just an example, they would pass us in the standings because they're a half a game behind us. As far as with Mississippi State, Ole Miss, or the loser of the South Carolina-Vanderbilt series, the game on Sunday, had we played and won, was almost irrelevant. We still have to do 1 game better than Mississippi State when we still would have had to had we played and won on Sunday. We still have to do 2 games better than Ole Miss, and we have to do 1 game better than the loser of the South Carolina-Vanderbilt series. And I think we have to have like 3 of those 4 scenarios happen for us. Of course, if the best scenario happens that we do better than Ole Miss, then the other things will all have happened as well. So we're just going to go there and play 1 game at a time and try to win every game at Auburn. And if we do, you got to feel that other things will happen in the league that will be advantageous to us.
After such a tough conference schedule, is it kind of not nice, but it does kind of set up for you here in the last stretch to maybe get a sweep.
Yeah, Brian, before I answer your question, I didn't finish answering your question really, Matt. So what I did is I mapped that out on Sunday night, and I thought, the players should know this. So we had a team meeting on Monday. I drew up the standings on the grease board, and then I explained to them the whole scenario of every situation. And you could see that they were like perking up, that it actually affected them. So I think they know what's at stake. They understand that. There's pressure, but there's always pressure at LSU. This is nothing new to me or to our kids. But I thought it was important as a pick-me-up for them to understand that the rainout didn't hurt us that bad and that we can still accomplish all these significant goals. It's not totally up